Here he goes again.
Valuev still looks very confident. And you're right, Bob, he is using his body far more than he ever used to.
And maybe Ruiz is letting him. Maybe coming in straight lines is allowing him to do that. He couldn't do that when he fought Chagayev, who just kept on the move, kept giving him different angles.
Which is what we've always said about Valuev, isn't it? If you can fight him on that level, he'll struggle.
Any man of this size, you keep him moving, keep him turning. And he's going to be less effective. Ruiz not doing that at the minute. He's coming in straight lines.
That was low.
But most of the time, Ruiz not getting enough through, not getting past the jab enough. Decent right hand from Valuev as well. There's the jab again, and the right again. Maybe Ruiz thinks I've just got to let him get the punch he's going to leave himself open, hoping he'll fall into him in some way for a counter.
Oh, thumping jabs there again from Valuev. And there are moments, Bob, when John Ruiz looks like he's got that sorry feeling on his face, doesn't it?
He's looking a little bit demoralised here. He just can't get out of the way of the jab. And he's just... He's tried one or two different things, but very little happening for him. Again, he'll be hoping for a big finish. Trying to do something, get a big punch to catch the judge's eye at the end of the round. Make them forget what's happened in the first 2.5 minutes.
But good judges don't forget what's happened in the first 2.5 minutes, do they?
No, and he's not found anything in this round either. He's looking weary now.
Well, another round then for Nikolai Valuev here. Yep, 7 gone. So round 8 then, coming up here, and just remind you, we're looking at John Ruiz against Nikolai Valuev on Nuts TV here for the vacant World Boxing Association heavyweight title. Now, I've got a 4-point gap, Bob Mead's got a 3-point gap, all in favour of Nikolai Valuev. And things have really gone from bad to worse, really, for John Ruiz. He landed one crunching right in that previous round, but that aside, he's been frustrated out of this.
Yeah, he's trying to get on his toes and move now. Maybe he could have done that a couple of rounds ago, trying something different. He's been coming in straight lines too much, running into the jab, sometimes just standing off as if trying to wait for a countering chance.
Yes, he's a bit lumpy around the left eye as well. Took a nice little left right there again from Valuev. Oh, lovely work there from Nikolai Valuev. Best combination of the fight so far from him.
Yeah, clean punches, bang on target. Ruiz took them well, but you can't keep on taking them like that.
But he has a reputation for doing that, hasn't he, Bob?
He's strong and he's solid, but he's taking punches cleanly. But he's not held and spoiled. He's tried to make a fight of this, almost as if his pride's brought that out in him. He said he wouldn't. He's spent the last few years being called boring, and he's tried very hard to stop that here to try and make a fight. But he's at the moment not making enough of an impression. Can't put a dent in the big man.
Well, we're looking now for these subtle nuances that fighters show, particularly, of course, with Ruiz. I just want to see how close he may be. You know, I mean, these are the punches that do the damage. You know, every time you move your head, a long jab hits you smack in the face, and it's terribly demoralising, isn't it?
Yeah, he's landed a couple of good left hooks in this round, and there's blood on Valuev's lip. That might give him some encouragement, but he knows how tough this has been.
Have you ever seen Nikolai Valuev bleeding from 2 spots, nose and mouth? Blood on the camera there.
chugging away, Ruiz, really just trying to pump the arms out, but no design to what he was doing then. Better, he beat Valuev to the punch that time.
Well, he's certainly got speed, hasn't he?
And again.
But it does, it's going to be another round this, I suspect, for Valuev. Yep, indeed it is. 8 gone, 4 to go. So 4 rounds to go then. This is round 9 coming up, and we're looking at Nikolai Valuev. And you may have seen a picture there of Ruiz walking back to his corner at the end of the previous round, and he looked very sorry for himself, didn't he, Bob?
Yeah, it's a physically demanding fight, isn't it? Slugging away against this big man, you just must feel it's just like moving a mountain. I mean, he's got 4 rounds still to go. Ruiz tired, trying to just find something that will just take away the jab, take away the power that's coming his way. It's the bulk really that's bothering him rather than any devastating punch power. But that jab is snapping home.
Well, on my card, Bob, I've got Ruiz needing a knockout to win this one. I've got him 5 behind with 4 to play. You've got him 4 behind with 4 to play, which means he can get a draw as far as you're concerned if he wins every round from here on in.
Well, yeah, for me, he needs to just change the course of the fight. He's got to win all 4 rounds and maybe get a knockdown or 2, or maybe Valuev get a point knocked off for infringements or something like that. What happened then? Valuev's mouth's bleeding. That's uncomfortable for him, but not really a problem. They both look tired now.
Yes, by the way, blood coming from the mouth is not generally a problem. It means you've either got a cut lip or your cheek has been cut. But the way gum shields are made these days, that's unlikely. But then again, it could be anything. Nosebleed, of course, very common. Nothing to worry about.
And it's Valuev who's raised it after the sluggish first minute, but a left hook from Ruiz, that's better, and a body shot.
And there's a bit of blood coming from Valuev's left eye here. Just the slightest of trickles. Then he gets behind the jab again.
Yeah, and Ruiz just dropped his guard for a moment, had a look, and suddenly found that, to his amazement, he was in range for that jab. There again.
Double jab, you can't beat it. You might get out of the way of the first one, but if you throw the double jab correctly, you may not get out of the way of the second. See the blood coming down the face there? Oh, a lovely right there from Ruiz. Well, Valuev's a tough guy, isn't he?
Of course. He just couldn't have done this if he wasn't physically very, very strong and mentally strong.
Well, Ruiz has got an extra target to aim for here. That's that cut on the left eye. It's only a small one. Gets him with the right.
Yeah, Valuev tried basketball, he tried throwing the discus. Well, he's found himself as a fighter, hasn't he?
Indeed he has. Well, another round for Valuev there, 89-83 on mine. And it was really the jab that won it for him, I think. And don't forget, Ruiz did have his moments, didn't he?
Ruiz is trying to turn this his way. He's trying very hard to find a way through, and he's having his successes. But it's just so difficult to deal with the long arms and the jab in particular. One punch can't win a fight for someone, but it's a pretty good weapon, isn't it?
Well, it can if it's the right punch.
Yeah, that was a good body shot, and he's not landed enough of those, Ruiz.
Indeed it is, round 10 then, 3 to go here.
Seconds out, come on.
So can John Ruiz find that final finishing punch? Or will he just go through this one and get ultimately outscored I think by 4 or 5 points for you, Bob, and 6 for me.
Yeah, I've got it 4 in it, but yeah, it's Ruiz now starting. He's trying to roll through and just let the punches go. He can see the final bell coming up. He knows a big acceleration's needed if he's to sway this. He might think it's winning it anyway.
Well, he did last time, didn't he?
Правый сбоку, удар! Удар по затылку!